Hey, the hands. So the hands obviously play a big role in the yoga practice. And one of the biggest issues for people is sore wrists. You get this again and again in class. And most of the time, wrists being sore and feeling weak is because the hands aren't doing their job. Now, the hands are small muscles. They're not used to supporting us in the way that they do throughout a yoga practice. So teaching them how to work is really important because they become the foundation of your practice. And if the foundation is wavering, then everything on top of it is going to suffer. So as your hand comes to the earth, the invitation of your connection to the earth is to make the hand stronger. The solidity of the earth is about accessing that strength within your hand and then bringing that tonus through the arm and into the shoulder. So when you place the hand on the floor, the fingers are spread evenly. There's a clawing action, so the fingers and the thumbs drag toward the index finger, but you keep the metacarpals, those knuckles in the base of the palms, anchored on the earth. As you do this, you begin to create an arching through the palm of the hand, where the myofascia pulls onto the bone, and that's a lifting, doming, that you'll find in the feet and other parts of the body. This creates lightness and buoyancy. So your job as you anchor and you root is to find a lightness and a liftedness through the body. That's the job of the periphery, of the fingers and the hands, of the toes and the feet, to teach them to do their job. So when you place your hands on the floor, if you place the hand on the floor and it's arcing, and it's dumping into the heel of the hand, your wrist is going to get sore. It's like you see it with people on keyboards all the time where they dump their wrist. It doesn't take much weight for the wrist to become really inflamed and sore. But the more the hand learns to do its job, and you take your time, you don't have to go into 1,000 sun salutations as you begin to practice. You get the hand to begin to engage and work and find its connection to the earth with the base knuckles, the knuckles of the base of the fingers anchored and rooted. So the heel of the hand gets lighter as the weight is distributed more evenly. And then you can play with even pulsing the heel of the hand up and down and feel what that required of the fingers and the knuckles. So get used to feeling what it's like to have the hands working so you can keep your attention there even when you've got other things to do in your practice. Initially, when the hand comes to the floor, the temptation is to dump straight into the heel of the hand, and then you've got to rebuild the whole thing. So as you bring your hands to the floor, think about coming down lightly onto the fingertips initially. And it develops and cultivates a sensitivity in your practice, a sensitivity with these places that can be dull at times. So you come down onto fingertips, and as the weight becomes more, then you spread the fingers. And as the fingers are coming onto the earth, there's a clawing action all the way down. Your thumbs drag toward your index finger, and if you play with that, you'll find it begins to create tonus up through the arm and into the shoulder. Look, the stronger your hands and arms become, the more they become pillars and foundational and support you, the more your shoulders and the rest of your body gets to open up. If these are wavering and not doing their job, then you're just going to amplify the holding and the calcification of your body. Yeah, so it's about teaching these places that flay around and play, even the head, the peripheries and the feet. These places in the practice need to learn to become more stable and more anchored. Even when the hand comes away from the floor, can you maintain a tonus in the hand, an engagement that translates through the arm and into the shoulder? So there's a connectivity happening from the tips of the fingers all the way deep into the body. Okay, so there's a lot more to the hands, but this is enough to begin to play with, to create that steadiness in your hands, that supportive quality in your hands. So they build strength, not weakness. Okay, see you get on. If you have any questions, get in touch. Thanks.